South Africans, I just want to understand, South Africans, I just want to understand why you guys are actually telling other African immigrants to leave your country. Because I don't understand why you guys are actually asking other African immigrants to leave your country. People are free to live in any country they choose, any country of their choice, as long as they are legally accepted into the country, as long as they are legally staying in that country. But the videos I've been seeing lately is really appalling. It's disgusting and absolute, traumatizing to watch. I see videos of South Africans, black South Africans, asking Nigerians to leave, asking Ghanaians to leave, asking Togolese to leave, asking Zimbabweans to leave. They are asking, literally, telling all other African countries to leave. And I really don't understand what's going on. I don't understand the reasons why they are doing all these things. Some of them said that other Africans come to their country to take over their jobs, to take away their jobs from them. Nobody is asking you not to work, South Africans. I'm very sure that no Nigerian will come to South Africa and tell you, South Africans, not to go to work. I just think you guys don't want to work. You guys don't want to work. And then when you see other Africans coming to your country, other African immigrants coming to your country, and you start seeing them doing better than you, you're jealous, you're envious, and you're not happy. And this is actually a very, very demonic mindset. It's a very devilish mindset. When you're envious of other people's progress because they are not from your country, and you start asking them to go back to their country, that is envy, that is wickedness. And the problem is that a lot of you, you hide under the umbrella of trying to make Africans seek for a better government, telling them to go back to their country and develop their country, asking them to go back and fight for their country. That is the umbrella you guys are hiding under to commit this evil act, because it's an evil act. You don't just wake up one day, you're not a government official, you're not the police, and you go around the town asking immigrants, other African immigrants, to leave your country. And what pains me the most is that the South African government is in support of this act. Yes, I am very, very sure that Ramaphosa, or whatever they call him, the president of South Africa, is 100% in support of this act. Because tell me why he has been keeping quiet all this while. And the last time I saw him said something, he said other African immigrants should respect the laws of the country they live in. Is that what you're supposed to be saying as a president? Do you know that such statement can cause a very, very big problem in South Africa? Do you know that there are lots of other African immigrants in your country? If they should team up together and cause a problem in your country, South Africans will not be able to stand them. Are you sure about it? Do you know about that? You people complain about other African countries coming to your country to sell drugs, to sell hard drugs. You guys should go after the perpetrators. You guys shouldn't be going after innocent businessmen and women. If someone sells drugs in your country, pick the person up, lock them in prison. That's why you have prisons. Find them, interrogate them, find out their accomplices, take them to prison. This is what you should be doing. Not going around town asking innocent immigrants, African immigrants, to leave. Telling them to leave your country, beating them up. I saw a video where they were actually beating a guy up. They were beating this guy mercilessly. And you guys forgot, or you guys actually forgot that South Africans are all over the places. They are also in other parts of the world. They are here in Nigeria. They are all, like, they are in all other parts of the world. So imagine if people start telling other immigrants to leave, tell South African immigrants in their country to leave. And you guys forget that your brothers and sisters are also scattered all over the place. Or you think South Africans don't travel? There are lots of South Africans in Nigeria. And it pains me more that Nigerians are very, very peaceful people. They when it comes to accommodating immigrants, a Togolese can live in Nigeria for 50 years. Nigerians won't even flinch. They won't even blink an eye. They won't even ask him, what are you doing here? Different Africans from different countries come to Nigeria. They settle. They live here. They buy lands. They buy properties. They own a company. They live with their family in peace. People won't even notice until they say, oh, I'm not from Nigeria. People won't really notice them. Because Nigerians are always good at minding their business. You know, they are always accommodating. We love other Africans. Not just Africans. The whites, they come to Nigeria, they live here in Africa. I've been to Ghana. I see how in Ghana, white people are all over the place. They live peacefully with the Ghanaians. No complaint, no fighting, nothing. Europeans are all over Nigeria, all over Africa, living in peace. No problem. So I don't understand why South Africans, black South Africans for that matter, are asking black African immigrants to leave their country. And the president is not saying anything about it. That's one reason why I always talk about Julius Malema of South Africa. Julius Malema. That's the reason why I always talk about him. He always speak up against this whole nonsense. Because I call it nonsense. It's nonsense. Nobody is stopping you from working, South Africans. Nobody is stopping you from working. The one that pains me the most is when I saw South Africans troop into a hospital telling other black immigrants to leave the hospital, that the hospital is not meant for them, it's meant for South Africans. How wicked can one be? How wicked, how evil can one be to drive people out of the hospital? So you think, you can imagine when a South African who lives in Nigeria walks up to the hospital, goes to the hospital, and they tell him, what is your name? Where are you from? And he says, I'm from South Africa. They tell you, leave. We don't treat South Africans. How would you feel if you hear this kind of news? How will you feel? As a South African, how would you feel if you hear that your sister or your brother, a South African who lives in Nigeria or who lives in Congo, goes into a hospital in Congo and they tell him, we can't treat you because you're South African? When you hear such thing, how would you feel? It's a very terrible thing that you guys are, you guys are just being inhuman. Envy, jealousy, hatred. Envy, jealousy, hatred, I think was created in South Africa, because it's not the first time you guys are being xenophobic. It's not the first time you guys are being xenophobic. It's not the first time you guys are being xenophobic. And it's becoming terrible. It's becoming bad and bad every day. And probably you guys wouldn't want no smokes. You guys wouldn't want other African countries to start attacking South Africans in their country. Because if it starts, it's going to affect you guys real bad. We have a lot of companies, South African companies in Nigeria, a lot of them. No one is asking them to leave. No Nigerian is asking them, even till today, even till this moment, that South Africans are asking other African immigrants to leave their country. South Africans in Nigeria are still living in peace. going about their daily activities, no problem. So this needs to stop. And to the president of South Africa, you need to call your people to order, because what you guys are doing is terrible. You need to call your people to order. You've been keeping quiet about this. Maybe when it's gotten to a point of, no control, then maybe that's when you will speak. When it gets to a point of no control, that's when you speak. I don't understand how a Nigerian will go to Togo, a Nigerian will go to Mali, Gabon, Sierra Leone, go to Ivory Coast, go to other African countries, Kenya, Tanzania. They will stay there and live peacefully without any problem. I don't know what South Africans think they are. Maybe they think they are so special. South Africans, the black South Africans especially, they think they are so special. When I saw the video, I was disgusted. I was absolutely disgusted. It pains me more when I see older women amongst people who walk around the street telling people to go back to their country. Women who should have lots of experiences in life, who should have known better, are even among the youths asking other African immigrants to leave. We all know the role Nigeria played in the independence of South Africans. We know the role Nigeria played, how Nigeria helped, sponsored, sent money to the people of South Africa. But it's funny that it's unfortunate that, they have actually forgotten all the good things, all the things Nigerians did to help them when they were in problems. They've actually forgotten. But it's all good. The South African government should do something about this. They should really do something about this. They should really do something about this. Anyways, I just had to make this video for an awareness. I had to make this video for an awareness. Because I'm sure there are some South Africans who don't like what is going on in South Africa. Who don't like what is going on. South Africans who are not xenophobic should speak up. South Africans who don't like what is going on in their country about this xenophobic act should speak up. Now that it's still early, speak up before it's too late. Speak up before it's too late. If you're a South African and you know you're not in support of this, this is the time you start speaking up. You start speaking up. You start a reorientation of your people. I know some of them are illiterate. They don't know what they are doing. Some of them are just envious and wicked. When an immigrant comes into your country and you see them doing better, try to go close and know what they do. Ask them what they do differently. Instead of fighting them, instead of attacking them, instead of accusing them of doing illegal things. Go close, be friends with them and know what they do. Maybe learn from them and be successful as well. Not fighting them. A lot of people are business oriented. A lot of people have wisdom when it comes to business. They come into a new place. Within 3, 4, 5 months, they are doing better than everybody there. It happens a lot. It's like a gift they have. So instead of you being envious, fighting and attacking them, telling them to go, accusing them of selling drugs, accusing them of illegal businesses, go close and find out what they really do. Learn. If it is something legal, learn it and start doing it. That is how it should be. Not the other way around, not being envious. Yes, Nigerians are taking over our businesses, Nigerians are taking over our houses, yes, because you're lazy, you don't want to work. Go out there and work. Ask them what they do. Learn how to work. Stop being lazy and wicked and envious. So guys, leave a comment on the comment section if you understand what I'm saying. And if there is any solution to this, you think you have something that could be like of help or solution to what is going on in South Africa right now pertaining xenophobia or xenophobic acts, drop a comment on the comment section. Thank you guys. My name now Osas.